Greetings and salutations, humans. This is Froggy and Friends, and we are playing a Feytastic Time. Alright, so I've got all this going. We have everyone's audio. Last time, there was a blizzard that occurred when everyone was looking for the Goblin Market. Bearhand's goal was to hire out his subjects, and he did do so and made Fruit of the Loom in the Feywild.
Yep.
And got rid of that scarecrow.
My fruit, his loom.
Yes. And then everyone decided that they wanted to take a long rest in the Goblin Market.
In a alley.
In the alley, in the Goblin Market.
With our brand new renovated pull cart.
Yep. Yes.
With banners and silk. What we get? We get hammocks.
Yep, hammocks.
That's
There's
right.
hammocks, like double-decker hammocks on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I need. Who would like to roll me a d20?
I got you. I
Okay.
got a new dice. We need to try it out.
Oh,
All right.
All right. 17.
Yeah.
17. Cool. Roll me a d100, please.
Okay. Okay, so 38.
38.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Cool. You. I'll just make note of that.
Okay.
So.
Another kingdom is under my control. That's what it was. Yes.
Sure, that's what that is. But everyone's sleeping in the Feywild. So, let's start with bare hands. You're seated at that table where you're at the eating competition. And as you're just mowing in everything, it's like a conveyor belt.
If it's a dream, I don't have it. I sold my dreams, remember?
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
I have to roll, don't I?
Yeah.
I have to, okay.
You have to roll to actually see if you get rest.
Okay.
Neil, did you give away your dreams as well, or did Guthrie? It was just him?
I did not.
Okay. Oh, and Esther painted my nails.
I think I did give away my dreams and my childhood.
Okay, so you have to roll to see if you actually sleep. Now, Guthrie, you are nestled on the belly of a giant otter who is petting you in your costume. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
14, whatever that means.
14. Well, it's more than 10, so you do get rest. So.
Okay. And I spend one of my hit dice.
Yep.
3.
You do not. You can spend hit dice, but
Yay!
you if you have any exhaustion, it is still there.
Okay, I think there was at least one exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, I will spend my hit dice. Well, I'm good on hit dice.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Guthrie, could you do your rolls, please?
Sure. I believe I have one for my my bony friend, which is going to be a natural 1.
Oh boy. Okay.
And I could re-roll it because I'm lucky.
Yes, you could.
But I mean, it's just for the wild right? Magic.
Well, you roll a d10 for that.
Oh.
I'm trying to find. I've got to find my note on Guthrie now.
Oops. Okay, so for that resistance and breath, it's a 9.
9. Okay. And if you could roll me a d100, please.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be. Hold on, I have to see if this has double zeros. Is it? It says 16.
Okay, 16.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I've got to go to. Your you have lightning resistance, and the breath weapon of it. Can you add that? Can you roll me another d10?
Yeah.
Lightning resistance.
It's 3.
3. Acid.
Yep.
Breath weapon was acid.
Nice. Cone or beam?
Oh yeah, because we had to make that one so hard for him because he wanted it to be, because I had him roll a d4, and if it was odd, it was 1, and then it was even, it was the other one. But let's just go beam.
Oh.
Let's just go beam.
Yeah,
Make it
yeah.
easier.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just spitting on people.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this one. No, this.
Are they all the different potions?
Mm-hmm.
Of course they are.
What?
Nerd.
Yeah. So I can make one more of the bigger one.
We'll work on getting everybody in person so they can see your awesomeness.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be alright. We'll figure that out at some point.
Yes.
If you live in the Tulsa metropolitan area, please contact us.
Oh no. Just show up to my doorstep.
No, if they contact, we can do something.
Uh-huh.
Let's put.
One shots, custom painted miniatures.
Yep.
Was the first one gunshots?
We can provide those too.
Yes, we're very good at
one
those.
shots. Yeah,
One shots.
I mean both are the same.
Oh,
It
yeah,
only
one
takes,
Yeah.
only takes one, but
Yeah. I was gonna have this one as like a giant potion,
uh-huh.
but it just looks cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
What is the material that it's made out of?
This?
Uh-huh.
That's resin.
Okay, so well, depending on how cured it is, it should be safe to put something on top of that.
Yes.
It's only a little chemical burn.
Yeah.
That would not take 6 seconds to quaff.
No, it wouldn't.
Spin it.
Yeah.
Vortex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, someone actually demonstrated that you had to vortex it to actually get it within 6 seconds. Yeah. Okay, so you got rest. You didn't. Dream was that, and that was that. Okay, you all come to in the alleyway.
I wake up like a cat.
With your crown on.
Yeah.
What are you wanting to do in the Goblin Market? Because there's no sun above you or anything like that. It's kind of odd. It's like you're within a cavern, but there's lights around.
You said we are in a cavern?
Yeah, it's like you're in a cavern. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. First thing Guthrie can do.
I'm not looking to achieve anything in the goblin market. I don't think so. I mean, of course I'm hungry, so
Okay, so you're gonna look for food. Okay. Roll a survival to find food.
I'll survive. Okay. 13.
13. You definitely find like a food cart. It's like an older goblin, kind of like mixing up what looks like a stew or something.
How many gold?
Gold, the teeth?
No. I don't.
So you're pulling the cart and they're
I
still
don't-
sleeping on it, maybe?
That's,
Flipping your coin. Okay.
yes.
Okay, so he's pulling the cart with you on it, and he went to the food cart.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yep.
I think I would be relaxing then.
Okay.
Just
I
enjoying the
don't-
ride.
I don't think they're round. I don't think they're teeth. They may be teeth. That would be.
Coins.
That would be.
Oh, I've got some teeth.
Yes.
Stew for teeth.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. I hand him the Goliath teeth that I took from the one guy who busted his teeth on the pie.
Oh, awesome. And he just like stuffs them in his mouth because he was missing some teeth and like it's mismatched.
3, please.
He like scoops out into these bowls.
Partake, subjects. Yes.
Well, thank you. Delicious. Do you have a spoon?
He's just drinking it. Yeah.
Got a hand.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm gonna use my cutlery to drink it. I mean, to eat the soup.
Roll your con save.
Yeah. All right. There's that. Oh, this is gonna be a success. I already know. Let's get to the one. Yeah, that's a 19.
You're good to go. You're good to go.
All right.
And the stew is kind of interesting. It's actually oatmeal. It tastes like cinnamon oatmeal with like
Ooh.
apples in it. But it looks like a beef stew.
That's strange to wrap my head around, but it's delicious.
They're weirdly shaped apples. Yep.
And potatoes and,
Oh, okay.
and everything. Like weird shaped. But like
My compliments to the chef, good goblin sir.
Mr. Boyardee at your service.
Mr. What?
Mr. Birdie?
Boyardee.
No.
Polarity.
Birdie. Boy. Yes. It's a nice. It's a wonderful hat you
Okay.
Thank you. So, after your breakfast, what would you like to do?
I don't suppose you fellas want to get out of here.
I have raised the lives and livelihoods of my subjects. I have increased our kingdom's wealth and prosperity, as I point to our cart.
Indeed, you have been a benevolent ruler.
I believe we should spread word of my kind and powerful dealings.
Oh yeah, I've been proselytizing before.
Steve, you wanna go? You know, just take stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you're taking the forest. We're going on a trip. We're gonna. Oh, he's back.
He's grabbing.
Douglas said, "Yeah, let's go."
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Oh, that's funny. All right, so that would be a survival to see if you can find out where you entered.
Cool.
And
I
remember.
got that.
Okay, cool.
Oh, fuck. It's gonna be 7.
7. You're going in circles. You're
Oh man,
like,
my roll was 17.
Oh, you were helping? Well, let's go with the 17. So Guthrie, you're totally like not agreeing.
Yeah, I'm a little laggy on my side.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. So Steve finds the way. You go and there's a strange looking door that's slightly ajar that you can go through. So you just
Excellent.
barrel through.
Yeah, I barrel through just
Okay.
with the cart.
So
There it is.
you go through, and there's definitely not a storm going on in this alleyway anymore, because you enter that alley that you went through a door, so that was a that wasn't an alleyway, that was it was one of the shops, and it was like you could go and get some candles made, and you just pop out of the door outside of the establishment. That was the first door you found. And you pop out, and there's some trees around you that they're not green anymore, like yesterday.
Is it more like autumn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the beginning. It was like spring.
Huh. I guess the seasons are different here.
I stayed at a Four Seasons once.
Oh, okay. How does 4 seasons all at once?
Yeah, some weird guy had a room, like there was 4 rooms, he just ran around. It was kind of trippy. There was a
Huh.
pool, though.
Like a good pool.
So I'm looking around for local wildlife. I'm going to see if there's any more bees.
Would I?
One more time, Neil.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. It's cutting out on me. We're out in the forest, right?
You are in the carnival.
Carnival. Okay. With the changing of the seasons, would I know anything, or would I be able to like roll an Arcana to see if I can understand that?
You can roll a Arcana or a Nature.
I'm sorry, 26.
Dang.
18 plus 8.
26. Arcana or Nature.
Arcana.
Okay. Well, with your Arcana, you're looking around, and the buildings look a little bit more worn. You lost some time going there.
Huh.
Oh, we're there a while.
Are you sure we were all?
Okay, I relay this information to everyone. No, I'm pretty sure. Um, we were there, but roll investigation. Did I notice anybody who saw us last time we were there?
Hey, what? Sauce?
That is dirty 20.
What were you looking for?
Yeah.
Somebody who saw us the last time we were here.
Okay, yeah. You definitely, you'd find, you guys spent the most time with either the drink cart or the, yeah, that was mainly the drink cart. So you tracked down the burly lady that was the drink cart lady that had given you the,
Okay.
okay,
I asked her how long it was.
since you saw us. Okay. Uh, I see a lot of people. I don't. Yeah. Am I supposed to remember you?
Hmm. I mean, you don't.
Eye stalks. I had the eye stalks. And
Like pointing around, there's like other people that have like random deformities and things. You know, it's all in fun. Um, um,
You don't remember this kingly gentleman here with
um,
hands that are bear claws?
um,
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah, actually, I do.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's hard to get.
Yeah. Where have you guys been? It's so. What brought you back to the carnival?
The, we were in the Goblin Market for just a day.
Oh, you must have slept. Nice.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you slept in the Feywild.
Yeah, I mean, who? Well,
You
of course you gotta
You
sleep.
sleep. You sleep all the time. Yes. Right?
Yes. Yeah, I do sleep, but um, I am of the Fey. You are visitors, so you might lose some time or gain time.
Does this? Is there like some sort of rule to this?
Oh yes, yeah.
Uh, yeah. What is it? Is it like every time I sleep, or?
It happens when you sleep, and then it happens.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That's every time.
But
Sounds
then sometimes it doesn't happen.
sounds right. She
Uh,
that's good. Yep.
so what's the rule?
When crossing a street, step on the stones that look the driest.
When crossing a street, step on the
Stream,
stones.
stream.
Unless there's a puddle in the street, right?
Stream.
Oh.
Stream.
Yeah, stream,
No,
like a river.
a smaller one. A river.
Right.
A river has different rules.
Yeah, like a road, yep.
Yep.
Street.
Huh.
There's a
So, but
dryad
the
in the
sleeping
street.
thing, does that have a rule?
Yes.
8 hours.
Okay, yeah. What is it?
Um. I before E except after C.
No, what's the? I don't. what's the rule for sleeping?
Well, you should sleep.
Yeah, but if I sleep, then time passes or it doesn't.
Yes, everywhere.
Uh huh. Okay, thank you. You've been so much help.
Oh, you're welcome. You have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome back to the carnival. Yay!
How long since you've seen us?
That'd be about maybe 6 months.
Oh. Yep, that's about right. Yep, okay, that makes sense.
Wow.
Huh.
Got any new
Okay.
games?
New games. You're still supposed to be clothed at all of them, so
Huh?
you're supposed to be clothed at the games. We have no nude games.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
No.
yes.
No, are there any new games?
New games.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20.
20.
A natural 20.
Yes.
What kind of
What?
game do you want to have?
Bee fighting?
Bee fighting. So you get the like. Is it like? Okay, it's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Okay.
Yeah. There's these giant bees, and you kind of have them on reins. And they're like. Yep.
Yes, I would like to play this.
Okay. Yeah. And so there's this rotund bear with this super tight kind of blue shirt kind of rolled up over his tummy, and he's got honey like dripping all over him. He's got all these honey pots around him. Welcome to the bee fighting. I'll punch your card. He he just punches it, and then there's a hole cut into it. So you control one of the bees, and then the other one. You compete until one of them falls to the wayside. Don't worry, we have more bees.
I killed a few in the forest. They had metal thingies on them, and
Nice.
they
You're gonna have to roll animal handling.
animal handling.
Yes.
Okay.
And you do have to speak with animals, if you recall.
Small animals.
It's a bee.
Okay. No, for your king, you will fight. You will destroy. You will take its.
So
How many eyes do you want? Just one. Okay, it's just so you do stab him in the eyes, and it's great. And then you come around, and like you're supposed to like a butterfly, but then kind of like you, and then like a tiger. You have eyes of the tiger, but not the feet. This is a different thing. You use the stabbing, but do they die if they stab? Do this?
yes, they'll die.
Okay, well, maybe don't stab. Maybe how's your this good left? Give me an uppercut.
Because they do have like pollen on their front legs, and it looks like a boxing glove.
Yes. Okay, we'll stick with that. No stabbing. I don't know if that's against the rules, but okay. But for your king, which is me, I'm I know you have a queen, but I'm the king. Let's do this, right?
Oh, all right. He like grabs the honey pot like after drink, starting his stuff.
So that whole time he was talking to the bee, we were just hearing buzz, 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 buzz.
Well, and
Okay.
well, I imagine actually like he speaks like the animal's language, so he's like moving
Yeah.
around, like a bee does.
Oh, he's got a dance.
Yeah, he's like dancing and like doing these strange motions. And he's like gyrating and everything.
Okay.
That's great.
Do I? It's a 10, just normally.
It's just a straight 10.
Yeah.
Okay. We have 3 rounds. Round number 1. And you're pulling these like little strings, and it's like you're be like dips, dives, like hook, then across the other be like falls to the ground and then comes back up. Round 1 done. You won round 1.
11.
This one like comes up and like spins and like does a Superman punch. Yours down to the ground.
That's not what I said. I said the
You
left.
can do this, my liege.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
One more round. One more round.
11 again.
This one goes down and uppercut. Yours just flips and then lands to the ground.
Did you not hear but I'm your king. I'm the king. Okay. All right. Okay. Some kingdoms have better fighters, I guess. I don't. Peasant, do not write or tell the story of this one. He will become better. Actually, write it down, and then when he becomes champ, we will have a big story, a big reveal. This one's a Russian bee. That's what it was.
Oh, so his name is Hyven?
Yes. Hyven. That's good. That's good.
Hyven the Terrible?
Nice. Cool. Oh my gosh. So, there's a Ferris wheel. There's like swan like a swan lazy river. So you've got like these boats that look like a swan that you're in, and you just kind of go float in a lazy river.
You guys kind of see, I'm just, ever since the fight, I'm kind of walking around just kicking grass and
Yeah.
just a little down.
Oh no.
Just,
Hey there, man.
what?
Let's go on the lazy river. It'll cheer you up.
No, I'll probably lose there too.
I don't think you can lose at the lazy river.
Yeah, well, I could. I could lose. He didn't do it for me.
Steve's already in the lazy river.
In the lazy river. Did you go in one of the swans, or are you just like in the river?
I'm just in the river.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just floating.
Okay. All right.
It's like those kids at Whitewater.
See, Steve's a winner. He should be king, not me.
Steve is a winner. And if you hang out with winners, then you'll be a winner.
But you guys hang out with me, so what's gonna happen to you?
Well, see, I think that's probably why you're losing.
What?
I'll become royalty. That's not funny.
You
Never!
hang out with you.
Never! You will
Royalty.
never take my kingdom.
Right.
Hey! Get back here, Steve. You're not gonna talk to me that way.
You're trying to swing on this.
I'm on the outside of the lazy river, going around as it's sweeping through the place.
Oh my gosh.
Hey! Hey! You have floaties? I ask a lifeguard.
There's no lifeguard.
Just want to be like you.
I'm gonna climb into a swan.
Okay, the swan. It totally looks like it's a wooden boat, but the head turns back to you.
Oh.
So, are we doing just a river tour, or do you want to do a fly over the whole carnival.
Let's do a fly over the whole bare hands. Get in here.
Wait, I can still fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not as fast as this.
No, I'm not gonna get in. I'll be slowly just.
But remember, you have to land every time. So it's like a.
Okay, I'll be bouncing
Yeah.
from each carnival tent.
Yeah, so you're like a
Just
dying fly. It doesn't go.
Oh no.
mostly like Tails from Sonic, but
Yep.
a more depressed Tails.
Yep.
Just
Oh
hanging.
my God.
So Steve, are you just still in the river or while they're going to go do this?
Well, I think I'm floating away from them, so I would assume so.
Okay. So you're enjoying the floaty float. Okay.
Yes.
Wrong side.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you start off. All right, so Steve is just going in the lazy river, which you're kind of floating. You speed up and you slow down at different times. You're finding out that you are going through like the entire like carnival around it. Like you're doing like a circle around. There's like a river that goes through different places. But Guthrie, you're on this. You're on this giant swan gondola, very comfy like, and then this little tea set kind of pops up.
Ooh.
So you can have tea, and then it has what like the most annoying cookies to me are the crispy ones, but biscuits.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's got biscuits and
Oh.
tea. I prefer like soft cookies because I'm an American, but biscuits makes more sense with tea. So that's what you're getting there. And so like the swan like turns its neck as it's like flying. There's this staff area, and as you see that there's like giant like circus tent. There's the big top. Right there's the Hall of Illusions. There's the snail races.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Cool. That sounds.
Yeah, it was a three-way tie. First one in history.
Oh, this is all I've ever done. There's a feasting orchard. You guys had the eating competition.
This is all you've ever done?
Yep, I was made to do this. There's a
No,
carousel.
it's you to break free.
I don't know. Hope is kind of dangerous. There's lost property over there. There's a calliope. There's a guy that looks like he had a mishap with magic. He looks like he's half slug. There's the Pixie Kingdom. So if you want to go down there and be the size of a pixie and then ride their rides, you can do that if you want.
No, sir. I would like you to fly your own path.
Well, I've only been a part of this carnival. Where would I go? Like, what else is there?
There's an entire world outside of the carnival. You can see it. You could go wherever you wanted.
Huh? Like, and so like you're just like kind of hopping behind.
Can I hear them?
No,
Okay.
because they're pretty high, and then
Okay.
because as he started talking about freedom, he started going up. Just in case anybody's listening. So tell me about this wide world.
this wide world
Yeah.
is a place that is filled with wonder and imagination. It is beyond your wildest dreams, my wooden goose friend. Oh, sorry, you're a swan. Yeah, but you've probably never seen a goose. Out there, there's geese.
Oh my.
Yeah, and otters, and all kinds of assortments of animals that you've never seen before. In fact, you are the most regal of birds, let me tell you, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And you do not deserve to live in this small kingdom, my friend. This circus might be the kingdom where you've been confined, but out there is your kingdom to command, to conquer. Relinquish yourself from the bonds and shackles of the circus.
Oh. Okay. And he just kind of tips. You're gonna have to roll a deck save.
Oh no. This could have been a bad idea. 14.
14. You're hanging on the side, and like the teapot is like, the tea in the cup is like swooping, but it's not spilling over, and you're just like holding on the side. You're like, ah, ah. I thought I would have lost you.
Yeah, that would have been bad. I'm sorry. Did you have buckles?
Well, danger's half the fun. Huh?
Danger is half the fun. The other half is staying safe.
That's funny. Huh? Huh? Well, you enjoy. And he lands down again. Like, it's Steve. You're just kind of float. Like, I kind of imagine you just kind of floating like that, and then you've got Douglas and the just Douglas there as you're floating, and your book is on top of you. You're probably talking to him, I'm guessing. Or did we lose him? Like, I know we don't have video, and you can hear us.
And then there's like a 4-second delay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking to the book.
Okay, you're talking to the book. It's really not. It's just kind of like. Mm-hmm. Like if you're talking about your day, it's like kind of like listening, but it's really not adding much to the conversation.
I didn't say that he was.
Okay. I'm just.
I just said I'm talking to the book.
Okay. I'm just kind of telling you. Let's see.
Yeah, I got it.
So you're. And Bare Hands is just hopping around the place like a flea.
A sad flea.
Yep. Oh, I can make a funny joke, but I'm not going to. Yeah. So, Guthrie, is there anything else you're wanting to do on the Swan ride? What I'll do is, I'm going to send y'all. I'm gonna have to send it to you guys individually, I think.
Okay.
Because it's a picture.
Uh,
But you can see the physical one, so I'm not gonna have, I don't have to send it to you. I'll let you look at it. And of course, there's a lot more things on, like going on there, but that's the gist of it.
We went past the big top. We went
Mm-hmm.
snail racing, mushroom hunting. We came round to the calliope. Okay. Oh, when the lazy river goes all the way around.
Yes.
Okay.
So he was just he got to see all the same stuff just at a different angle.
It was beautiful.
Yep. Oh. I'm gonna show you the picture of the snail races.
Yep. It's as intense as I thought it would be.
Oh, and then the Cyclops. Ooh.
Huh.
And of course, if you notice, we're not totally doing the module. I'm just taking pieces that we're actually using.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So we didn't go to the big top yet.
Nope.
I'm interested in the big top or the calliope, whatever that is.
The Calliope, okay. You fold it in half first.
No.
Yeah. The long here. I'll just.
I know. You just do it. Thanks, Dad.
That is your kingdom's logo, like a slogan. Just do it.
Yep. Oh yeah, it is. Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be following Guthrie around, so whatever he wants to do.
Okay.
Probably no use me going anywhere else.
Okay.
You know what, friend? I think I have something that can turn that frown upside down.
Don't touch my feet.
No, I'm not gonna touch you.
Don't pick me up. It's not nice.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Don't.
It was actually something you won.
What? It's a long time ago.
This
Months. Haven't won in months.
So I pull out a wand of smiles.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm just looking for his reaction.
He's got to roll. You should have the stats for it in Fight Club. It's a wand of smiles.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay.
My depression is too strong.
Okay.
The what?
His depression is too strong.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, you. Okay.
And I have I think a -1, so it'd be a 17.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But I still.
Please. Well,
Okay.
dang. Okay. You
No.
got one on.
So as you're wandering, you hear a merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns a handle on the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you, riding a tin cup.
Give him gold.
Okay. And so I'll give the goblet of gold.
Okay. Spare a button? And he dumps out the gold. Spare a button, if you please. And I'll sew
Oh,
it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place besides a smile upon my face.
aw. Look, bare hands, this is a perfect time to win at something.
Buttons?
No,
He just wants a button.
I don't even have any buttons.
Huh. Well, I suppose I can give you one of mine.
No, see another person doing something I can't.
Okay, maybe I won't. Anyway, and so I'll take my own buttons and I'll give it to him.
Oh, thank you. And then he walks over to the monkey and dumps it out like the monkey, like as it's playing. Grabs the button, tries to play as he's like sewing it onto his cloak. Like using like headbanging it.
That's a talented monkey.
Yeah, some people have talent. This is a good idea, Guthrie. It's a good idea. We should get me around the first time. You're right.
Listen. What?
Wait, you used that wand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, roll. Roll me a d20, and then roll me a d.
Okay.
Yep, and then roll me a d100.
All right. Well, oh, thank. Okay, that's a 7 on a 20.
A 7, okay.
And I was like, it looked like a 1, and I was like, no. And that's a. If the 0 is a 10, then this would be 80.
So
Yeah,
80.
80.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Put all this stuff back over here.
Do I need to roll against something different?
No. It's all him because he used the. And as I'm looking through, I see the vest.
What?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So Guthrie, you're actually flooded with visions of Caris and this this cat woman, and there's this blonde guy in a sewer, and they're like fighting these strange balls of fur that have like a scorpion tail and these mouths. And also with them, there's a armored individual with a great sword that just keeps blasting out like purple, strange energy, and then it cuts after all the destruction of them to going back on the boat with Captain Ryan. Then stopping at an island, talking to this woman with a scarred face. Also, while they were on the boat, there's this strange, like purple spider with multiple eyes and a giant snail with multiple heads, like a flail snail. And then they're hiding on this dinghy, being snuck into this harbor. And then they go onto this dock, then into a subterranean sewer. There's then they're talking to this person. Then the next day they go out into the street and then kind of along the coastline of this harbor, and they just all of them just kind of turn around on this rock, and they disappear, and then they're in this room with 5 doors. One of the doors is just busted open. They go into it. I'm recounting what has happened in the fleet. You're actually you're watching what Chris and them have done.
Well, dang.
Yeah. So they go into the room. You see all kinds of things. Like it would take a while to recount all of it, but you're actually caught up to the moment of right now that they are taking a short rest after dealing with a dire troll that had a sledgehammer for a fist, and parts of it kept sloshing off and on because it was in the middle of being forced to be enchanted items many, many years ago, and something went wrong.
Huh. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Bare Hands, do you know anything more now than you knew maybe a couple seconds ago?
I always know a lot, but that doesn't make me any good at anything.
You're right, that was asking too much. I set the bar too low on that. Did you receive a vision recently?
Yeah, you saw me lose.
You're
Everybody
right,
saw it.
that one too.
Everybody saw it.
Okay. Um, hmm. Hmm. Um, I will be right back.
Oh yeah, just leave me here.
Entertain yourself with, Radagast.
He's like trying. Radagast. He's been chilling this whole time, but he's just kind of like dancing. Are you entertained? Huh? 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 Taking off his big hat with his like big peacock feather. Like huh?
I start talking like mouse.
Yeah.
Or is he a rat?
He's a mouse named Radagast.
Okay, I'll just start
And like Radagast looks up at you, and Guthrie's like, oh, and like goes over, like pats him on the back.
I'm gonna just hug him the only way I can.
Okay, so this is
Just bear hug. You know. You're always here.
Okay.
Always been here.
So while he's having that moment, I go and I use the sending stone,
okay.
and so obviously talking of like, hey, there, wharf master. I just used a magic wand, and it seems like a lot of time has passed after I slept for apparently 6 months, and Chris has been up to a lot, and I just basically fill him in on the vision.
Oh, well, he just contacted me. That would be like maybe an hour ago. Kind of explaining a lot of what you just told me. And it's been a while since you contacted me. but not 6 months. So we're dealing with differences in time. You're in the Feywild, so yeah, it tracks. It tracks.
Gotcha. But the sending stone is only like I can communicate once and then he can communicate once. It's not like a phone, right?
Correct. It's like sending.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
sending,
yeah.
but with more words. And usually this is like an uncommon item, and you can only do it on a material plane. This is like a much higher end sending stone because you're actually going to a different plane of existence. So just so you know, Guthrie, so, or
Gotcha.
Jeff, more correctly, Jeff.
So he said that he did do those things. Yeah, okay. Good deal. But he said it hasn't been 6 months. All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
How about
Alright.
you roll? You can roll an Arcana. Uh, or history.
Okay. I'll do history. Arcana has the -1. Oh, a natural 20.
You're remembering a lot of fairy tale stories that of people that are just on the edge of where the Feywild touches the material plane that mistakenly took a nap and they were asleep for like 100 years, or things like that.
Hmm. Okay. So maybe I should never sleep again.
Or you could be totally fine, because like yeah,
Okay.
it's like because you're natural 20, it's just the whims of the area that you're in.
Oh, yeah.
So, and Neil just told me that it's completely froze, so he's having to restart everything.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's like, Steve can still be in the river. Speaking to the book.
What's going on in the big tent?
It sounds like a circus is going on.
I'm still in there.
You didn't go into the circus tent.
Didn't we go into
No,
the circus tent?
You went to the Calliope.
Well, we were going to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then the little guy just rode by.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
got
clock. Okay.
we got stopped by Blargy.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, I don't know what his name was.
You didn't say it was his name. You're thinking of
The chef.
Chef Boyardee.
Yes.
That's
Boyardee.
Yep.
That was in the Goblin Market.
That was breakfast.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Let's wait for Neil to hop back on.
Yeah.
And I'm actually thinking when he pops back on, we could either just kind of chat or continue because of his connection.
Mm. All right. So Guthrie, you just got a revelation of Chris is having a good time and being epic.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was brutal and horrible, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So
you saw him, that cat girl, that guy, and another elf woman that had totally black eyes and really long ears go into this. It looked like a library, but there was no books. And then they looked at this mural, and that said, "Every journey starts with a single step," and they step into the wall. And then as they go down this hallway, they're looking at these statues. Then they go to the end, and then it takes them a while to figure out there's these 3 holes in this door, and 3 of them stab it with their rapiers into the holes, and it just opens. And then there's this. They're in this dark room, but there's a single light in the center, and it looks like a very about a 6 to 7 foot tall red man with these massive red horns and red wings, and he talks to each of them, and he's freed. And the Catwoman looks different. She looks taller. Her hair becomes like the hair on her head becomes curly, and she like bulks up like instantaneously. And then a little while later, she just stabs the elf woman.
So you see Chris go, "Oh,
Yep. And then right after that, they're in a like this weird overgrown jungle, and then there's another cat person, but his hands are on backwards, and he's like a Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of gets in an argument with Chris, and is left there, and they keep walking, and then they go into this arena with all these seats. There's these 12 seats, and there's these skeletons strapped into it, like being forced to watch what's happening in the arena. They see you glance up, because as you're following this, you glance up, and there's a hovering platform with this scarecrowed dead guy with a crystal jammed in his mouth going around saying a speech or something. And then the cat girl agrees to this automaton saying something, and then they're in the arena, and there's this giant mechanized machine that starts attacking them. She starts flying. She casts fly onto the man who's up there, and he passes out, and he's like floating there. He comes to, he passes out, and he's floating there. Chris and that elf girl are running around getting beaten up left and right. Chris kind of, his eyes roll in the back of his head for a second, and that cat man manifests and starts attacking that giant robot thing. And then the cat girl looks up for a second, and that red man like appears, like embraces her and gives her a passionate kiss, and then she's just flying there with these black angelic wings and a flaming crown above her head as she lays her hands on the guy that's been knocked out and Chris, after she just kind of points and fires like a fireball that just destroys that mechanized thing. Then they go into a study where that scarecrow dead guy comes in and like moves a key towards them. Then they exit in that room with the 5 doors once again. They rest. They come back out. Then they go to another door, but there's absolutely nothing in front of them. There's a void. They're just barely standing on this little step thing, and there's a lever to the right of them. And Chris puts the lever down, and a bridge manifests. But he lets go, the bridge disappears. And then you see that Chris and that elf girl and him go across, and she stays there and pushes a button which opens this door. And so it's like but then they go back and grab the human individual. The cat girl stays there and keeps holding the lever down, and they go through, and the guy pushes the button but releases the button as they're going through, and the girl does not make it and gets just crushed. Like mangle crushed. But he pushes the button again, and so Chris and that guy run across the bridge again, and the cat girl heals her. Then they go back through all that, and the guy pushes the button. Chris and the elf girl run through, and there's a pull chain, and Chris is forced to pull the chain, and that elf girl runs across and puts her hand into a wall, and they all start coming towards, and that elf girl can't take her arm out of the hole, and they just walk through a doorway. But you're just seeing what Chris saw. So then you're in an alchemist room that has all these. It's kind of like a library, but of beakers and potions and things like that. Neil doesn't have a connection at all. So
Oh, man.
yeah, But so, and you see Chris go into a corner and is just kind of mumbling to himself. He comes back, and there on the wall there is a lever, a button, and a chain to pull, and then a hole in the wall. They do the same series of things that they did in the last room, and that elf girl appears. Then they cycle through to find some potions, and then they hear a strange noise. They're looking up, and it's gibbering mouthers crawling down the wall after them. And they run out of the room, and then they go into this next room, and they barricade the wall behind them, and it looks like kind of like a gymnasium with a science fair going on with all these overturned tables and things. So they start looking at all these enchanted items. They find some interesting things, and then they start going through different rooms. They find Chris finds a bow, and then they go through. That there's a room with a beautiful woman with horns and bat-like wings that tries to talk to them, and across the room is a giant. She's in a cylinder, and there's another cylinder that chains are flapping and slamming against, and there's a pale man hovering there with these chains moving up and down around him, and he talks to the cat lady, and that cylinder just disappears when he disappears. And Chris and the elf lady are surprised, but they leave that room, and they go to another room with a metal cylinder, and the human man talks to that, and he disappears. He comes back without pants, with this really ridiculous, gaudy shirt thing and hat, but he's got this loot, and then
Blinded.
What?
I'm blinded.
Yep, and Chris is blinded, so he can't see, and as that man is standing there, he's like he starts playing his lute, his lyre, the lute. Yeah, sorry, and he starts talking to nothingness, and out of the air, a sheet of paper with a perfect drawing of his pants and his shoes falls down in front of him, and he's like, then he gets his pants back, but the pockets are filled with acorns. And they start walking, and the Catwoman finds another room with this man in this tube, and then in the other tube there was these flapping wings. It looks like an angel was stripped of his wings, and the blood coming out of his back was pure molten gold, and the tears falling from his face as well. So this Catwoman is talking to this individual as Chris and this elf woman start walking down the hallway. They look into a door, they close it very carefully, but they keep walking, and then that door that they just closed flies off, and that's where that troll comes out, just charging and attacking at random. That man comes out, and he casts a cloud of daggers, which the troll didn't even care about, kind of going into it. And Caris is launching arrows again and again, and that elf woman is like trying to cast different things. Oh, and that elf woman disappeared while they were talking to that metal cylinder, and she totally changed. She filled out a lot, and like her I'll just put it that way, she filled out a lot, and then she came back yeah, with Chris, and the Catwoman like kind of points and just kind of does this with her hand, and out of nothingness, pretty much like a black armored Valkyrie would be the easiest way to just manifest, and starts going ham on that troll. And that woman, after Chris gets just rocked, that elf woman launches like a teal energy out of her hand, and right after it hits, a fireball just explodes on that troll, and it just kind of drops to the ground. And then they kind of limp into a room, and they rest. And while they're resting, you see that everyone is in this giant banquet hall, and there are terrifying things walking around. There's a pit fiend with a symbol that Guthrie would know as the symbol of Asmodeus branded on his chest, smiling, talking. Then there's angels talking with devils. There are archfey walking around. Speaking of archfey, that man was walking with the most ridiculous clothing. Like you know that there's that old school tuxedo that had the tails. Well, his tails
Yeah.
are trailing like 12 feet behind him, and his date is the most beautiful woman you have ever seen, but the most ridiculous giant hat, and everything is just, and it's all made out of flower petals, like giant petals, and she's playing tricks on everybody, like the entire time, and that Catwoman is seated right next to that red man from prior, as he is dressed up, and she's in this elegant emerald gown, and it looks like you're at a engagement party, like a royal, extremely royal engagement party, and you're like seeing like demigods, high, like, and just things like that, just kind of intermingling and talking. You see Lolth just walking there.
What?
Yes, and you see Malekith when the engagement gifts are open in front of everyone. Like there's some things said, and that red man stands up and just snaps his fingers after someone made some comments towards the Catwoman, and he just poofs into ash that he points to, and where your vision ends, as all of them are seated resting in that room. So I just gave you an extreme short version of what you've missed in the fleet.
Nice.
More mentally traumatizing than cool stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure Guthrie is concerned for Cariss now.
Oh yeah.
You could have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he would have been able to help against all that, but you know what? He would have been there.
No, actually, you're.
Yeah, you could have been a help.
Yeah, you could have been quite a help. And prevented quite a few things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, being that we're not able to, I don't think we can get Neil back. So what I'll do is I'll stop the stream, but we can still we can still chat.
Chit chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, that was fun.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh.
Really